Hey losers, welcome back to my channel. What's up? It is November. It's quite a ways into November, and I've not been feeling well. So it's taken me a few days to get up and like fucking be a part of the living again. And so I'm here late with the books that I'm hoping and begging to get to this month. I know I've been talking about it a lot, but like my reading has been terrible. It's been terrible. I can't read. I've already DNF'd one book this month, and it's been really hard to read. I just can't. I try and nothing happens. My brain is fucking broken. It doesn't feel very good. It feels terrible. So I've got here a pile of books that like I'm probably not going to read. And I'm really hoping I'll be able to, but I just feel like I won't be able to. But I picked, oh my God, why am I even here? I picked out some books, right? And these are books I'm hoping I'll be able to get to. These are books that most of them came out this year and I just have not gotten to them yet. So I'm hoping like that motivation of like reading new shiny books will help. Books that I'm really interested in right now because I bought them right now, you know, kind of a thing. Not a book that's been on my shelf for 3 years and like I still haven't gotten to it, kind of a thing. We'll see. We'll fucking see. Okay, one book I'm like for sure reading though, like immediately, is They Were Here Before Us by LaRocca. This is another fucking collection. It says a novella in pieces. I honestly have no fucking idea what this is about, but like if it's got Eric's name on it, I'm going to fucking read it, right? So this cover is beautiful. It is absolutely fucking stunning. And I'm very excited. So this is something I'm going to pick up like right now. Now that I put down that book that I'm not going to finish. So I can't wait. Okay, then I'm also going to pick up The Exorcist's House by Nick Roberts. This is about a family, a psychologist, and he buys a little farmhouse for himself and his family, and like things seem to be going okay, but then they find out that this is like used to be a house that an exorcist lived in, hence why it's called The Exorcist's House. This also takes place in 1994, which is something that is really like, this is an aspect of this that I hope is like heavily incorporated into the book because I love the 90s and everything about it, and so I'm hopeful that like this will really feel nostalgic in a way. I've heard good things about this, so hopefully it lives up to the hype. Next, I am really hoping to get to The Ghost That Ate Us by Daniel Kraus. This is about like a haunted burger chain. It's like, it seems like it's going to be maybe found footagey, like a series of interviews and things like that. It says, presented here is the definitive story of the most exhaustively documented haunting in history, including for the first time ever interviews with every living survivor of the tragedy. So yeah, this is about the murders, maybe, of Burger City, the Burger City poltergeist, and it sounds like it's just gonna be equally fun and weird, and that's all I'm hoping for. Next, I'm hoping to get to All the White Spaces by Wilkes. This takes place in like the 1920s, and we're following a trans man who is a stowaway on an Arctic expedition, and this expedition, they get like, I don't know, lost or something, and they're forced to overwinter in Antarctica, which is just, I mean, it piques my interest, right? I love isolated cold settings. I love exploration gone wrong trips. Like I feel like this is just like a branch off of survival horror, you know, where it's like either you're on an expedition or maybe you're on vacation, and I love both those things, and I love survival horror, you know, it's just like, it's in the same family, right? And this sounds so fucking exciting and creepy, and I love it. I've also picked up Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. This has been very busy this year, like the second half of this year. And this is about a babysitter who is babysitting this young boy who starts drawing these pictures that are becoming like more and more sinister. And of course she wants to find out like what is going on with this boy or these pictures and things like that. It's kind of the hard, you know, the copy of this has the boy's pictures in it. So I am really tempted to look at the spooky ones, but probably I shouldn't. Probably I should wait, because otherwise I'm just gonna look at all the spooky pictures and be like, okay, I'm done here. Because my brain is broken. But yeah, I mean, this has become kind of so buzzy and hyped that I'm unsure of how I will feel about it, because that happens a lot. For example, Stolen Tongues by Felix Blackwell. That everyone was like, this is the fucking scariest book I've ever read in my life. And I read it and it was like, okay, it's like this one spooky thing done 40 times though. And I'm really hoping that Hidden Pictures is not like that. That the hype is deserved or some shit like that. We'll see. Next, I'm planning on reading The Violence by Delilah as Dawson. This is about a woman named Chelsea, and she is married to somebody who is abusive, and she spends her life kind of tiptoeing around his moods and doing the things that he likes so he stays in a good mood and things like that. And so when this, I don't know, disease, virus, illness starts affecting people and making them very violent, Chelsea uses this to her advantage to get away from her abusive husband. And I've heard that this is good. This is a really thick book. This has got to be like 450 pages, right? 490, almost 500 pages. Jesus Christ. But I'm really looking forward to this. I think one of my favorite parts of the way that this book looks is that on the inside of the dust jacket it has like these icky little mold spores. Like something bad is going on in this book. Like you're opening up this, I don't know, something that's potentially going to make you sick even. I love when publishers put just like that extra weird shit into their books. It makes it special. All right, last is not a new release. This is a book actually that I'm hoping will be a 5-star read when I read it. This is If I Can't Have You by Gregg Olsen and Rebecca Morris. And this is about the disappearance and death, likely death of Susan Powell at the hands of her sniveling Weasley husband Josh. This is like one of the most infuriating true crime cases ever, and it's like, oh my god, it's like, it's not bad enough that her husband probably killed her and she's been missing for years. It gets worse. It gets really worse. It gets so much fucking worse. And I don't know. You guys, if you don't know about this case, you're gonna have to fucking look it up on your own. But like, it's bad. It's really bad. And her husband is ugh. Ew. It makes me so upset thinking about it even. So, I've not read anything on this before, but there was a podcast I loved that, oh my god, the investigator of this podcast, he just did such a phenomenal job. It's called Cold, and I wish I could remember the guy's name off the top of my head, but I can't. But he did so well. It's just like one of the fucking saddest stories ever, and it could have been prevented, and it happened. and there will never be justice. So maybe I shouldn't be reading this because like my mind is not in the greatest place, but I'm really hoping that this is a 5-star read for me. This was the last of my predictions from the beginning of the year, and so if I could just knock this out, wrap everything up, and fucking read it, that would be great. So those are the couple of books that I'm hoping to get to this month. It seems like kind of a measly pile, but like I don't even know what I read last month. How many books? Not very many. Not very many pages. I'd love to know if you've read any of these and what you thought about them. Yeah, what other new books you really loved this year. I've got more that like potentially I could read if I'm able to get through all this stuff, but like it's unlikely I'm going to get through this stuff. So anyways, I'd love to hear like what your favorite new releases of the year have been so far, and what you thought about any of these, if you have any opinions, if you've read anything about Susan Powell, I'd love to know. And that's fucking it. So thank you guys so much once again for watching. Thanks for sticking with me through this tumultuous time in my brain. I'm hoping to be posting semi-regularly again. We'll have to see how I'm fucking feeling, but thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.